I'm David Pat.
John Suey.
I want to answer the question, what do you look for in a trainer? I get this question a lot, and should I get a trainer? Yes, you should get a trainer, okay? Yes, you we have trainers, all right? Jeff Connerman from Tri-Systems, he does our nutrition, he does our workouts with us. You know, the biggest thing is, you gotta remember, Michael Jordan has a trainer, Kobe Bryant, all right, Tom Brady, all of them have coaches, all of them have trainers. If you're not having someone invest in you and teach you and mentor you, you're not getting better. That's just pretty much the end of the day. And so with that being said is, when you're looking for a teacher and a mentor, you want to find someone you respect. At the end of the day, it's like, do you get along with that person, right? I mean, the person can be the best teacher and mentor in the world, but if you don't respect them personally, or if you don't get along with them, they can't help you. So for us, working with Jeff, I think I respect Jeff a lot. I think for me, the big thing was he has 25 years experience. So for me, that's when as a young person, I'm looking for someone who has more experience than I do, right? Someone who has, 20 years experience, 30 years experience. That's for me personally. John, what are you looking for personally?
Well, specifically talking about Jeff, I sought out Jeff, and he was very, talking about embarking on this bodybuilding journey. Like, I absolutely did not want to get into the drugs and whatnot, and Jeff was super on board with that. And like, he does not. Unless you have like some sort of medical hormone issue, like he's not going to recommend any of that drug stuff. But yeah, so he was very supportive and and really just on the same page as far as going about it drug free. But trainers in general, obviously you want someone knowledgeable. You do need that chemistry, because if you dread going to see him or her at to the gym or whatever, and they're not going to motivate you, then they're not going to be worth much to you. Also, accountability is huge too. There are very few people, and even the best of us that have the self-drive and discipline still need someone to kind of push them and hold them accountable. So that's another factor to encourage you to get a trainer if you have accountability or discipline issues.
Yeah, and one of the questions is, how do you know someone's knowledgeable? Having certifications helps, right? I do look at certifications. I do look at what kind of education they have. So just so you know, like an NASM, or an NSCS, CSCS, some of those big certifications, an ACE, that's what I have. I have an ACE certification. It tells me you have a baseline of education. All right, it tells me you have a baseline of education. That's what a college degree does too, right? It doesn't mean you're smart with a college degree, but it tells me that you at least were able to pass some classes and you have a baseline of education. One of the questions I ask to see if someone's knowledgeable, I ask them a specific question about my goals. I tell them what my goals are, and I ask them, what is your game plan? And that's the thing at the end of the day, right? It's like, if their game plan, if you agree with it, good, they're a good trainer for you. They can be the best trainer in the world, but if you don't like their game plan for whatever reason, your personality or your schedule or whatever, it's not gonna work for you. So I ask them about, like, hey, these are my goals. What is your strategy? What is your game plan for helping me get to my goals?
Yeah. No, I don't actually. David said a lot of that stuff. A lot of good stuff there.
So again, that baseline of education, look at the certifications.
Oh yeah, sorry, that jogged my memory. So I also think there's a huge component to appearances as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are book smart, but they can't train. There's a lot of people that can train, but they may not have the certification for whatever reason. So just have to find that balance. Yeah, definitely going through the motions to get a certification, even if they have like a ton of experience and they don't like need or feel the need or want. And I think, I don't know. I've been told that before I got my certification that, like, dude, no one's gonna check your credentials. Like, some people may not check your credentials. You look the part already, and so which is flattering. But at the same time, it's like I want to do a service to my clientele and make sure that I give the due diligence to learn and be brushed up on everything. And information changes, from everything that I learned from high school may or may not, be current, relevant today, or could be even harmful today based on what we've learned over the years.
Yeah, for myself, I trained for years and years without certification. And actually, no one's actually ever asked me to see my certification. But I will say this, after I got my ACE certification, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from that certification process, And so I advocate it, right? The question is, why would you not get a certification, right? If you're going to be a professional in this industry, why would you not get a certification? To me, it just seems lazy, right? You want to be in industry, get a certification. It doesn't take you that long to get it. So certification, how you look, accountability, chemistry together. It's find a friend you like, guys get along with.
Absolutely.
I'm David Pat.
John Suey.